Thanks for joining us tonight. The man convicted in the 2017 murder of Christon Chaisson could be facing a lighter sentence.
A resentencing is scheduled for tomorrow. It's for Tyler Benoit, who's currently serving a 40-year sentence for manslaughter and obstruction of justice. Benoit was found guilty of the 2017 shooting and killing of Chaisson in downtown Lafayette when Chaisson stopped to help a woman who had fallen on the ground and hit her head while fighting with her boyfriend.
Benoit's resentencing comes after an appellate court ruled the trial judge's 40-year sentence was excessive. News 10's Britt Lafaso spoke with Chaisson's widow about Benoit's sentence being reduced. Britt.
Appellate court judges determined the maximum sentence of 40 years was too harsh because Tyler Benoit was a first-time felony offender with no prior offenses. But Christon Chaisson's family says their reality is harsh.
So it's just insane to hear that, like, okay, this sentencing is too harsh. I'm sitting here and my reality for my child is so harsh.
Christon Chaisson's widow, Kelly, remembers getting the call her husband's killer could face a lighter sentence.
It felt like a betrayal. Like, it felt like it was a win for him and a loss for us. How are we being punished for his choice? It's a punishment to us and a win for the killer, for the murderer.
While Tyler Benoit's obstruction of justice charge will still require him to serve 20 years at hard labor, Kelly believes the maximum sentence of 40 years for manslaughter was fair.
He was charged with second-degree murder, and that carried a life sentence. So had the jurors selected a life sentence, then what? You know what I mean? So he got less than what he was already even charged with.
As she prepares for the resentencing on Friday, she only hopes a fair decision is made.
I mean, I would say to the judge that he would feel a lot different if it were, you know, if it was his family. If it was his family member that were, you know, being a good Samaritan and trying to help somebody and then ends up getting shot and killed by a careless person.
Christon's sister also sent us a statement. She says she is deeply disheartened by the prospect of the court reconsidering Benoit's sentence. She adds, quote, "The initial punishment was a measure of justice for my family and me, and any reduction in the sentence feels like a betrayal of that hard-earned justice," end quote. Benoit's resentencing will happen at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning at the Lafayette Parish Courthouse. Britt Lafaso, KLFY News 10.